Hi, everybody. I'm Lori Pinhorn, social worker and holistic nutritionist.
Hi, I'm Lisa Finhorn. I'm a pivotal response therapist, an adult educator, and an autism mom.
And we are the creators of Feeding Futures. And we're really happy that you're here with us today because we want to talk about Christmas gifts, possibly even just birthday gifts and
Absolutely.
everything else that are play based and can help your resistant eater eat more foods. Because often, people think that the only way that you're going to get your child to eat more foods is just put the food on the table next to them and say, eat.
Yeah, and anybody who lives with a picky eater or an extreme picky eater has tried that and
I know
knows
that it
that it
doesn't.
just doesn't work. And
Yeah.
I know your mother-in-law is saying, just get him to eat something. And your grandmother is saying, just force them to do it.
They'll get hungry enough.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so that's old school trying to get your resistant eater to eat something. So we're going to do a little play demonstration here today. And if you decide that you want your resistant eater to start to eat more foods, then buying toys that are food focused can be a really great thing to do. So this is just an example. This is some felt food that I bought at Abilities here in St. John's, Newfoundland. I bought this when they had the store on Topsail Road, but now they actually have an online store, so you can buy this stuff from anywhere in the world. So I made a sandwich. We've got whole wheat bread with lettuce and cheese and tomatoes, and we're going to say that that's roast beef. And we also have an egg. Ooh, an egg. Nutritionally speaking, eggs are just knock it out of the park for brain development.
Right. And I guess the reason why we talk about this is because when your child is very, very, very afraid of food, um, thinking about the food causes physiological reactions. It increases their heart rate. It may make them feel nauseous. There's a physiological reaction that comes with food. So when we introduce play into children's lives and playing with food, it is honest to goodness therapy.
And it's food exposure.
It's food exposure. We need to stop thinking that just because a child puts a food in their mouth or they're around real food, that is the only valuable exposure to food. The lessons that come within the day-to-day, what we call in the play therapy world, the microcosm of that playtime, is therapy, and it carries throughout the rest of their world and the rest of their life, and it gives them great self-esteem opportunities and opportunities to walk through what that feels like when you're exposed to something that's scary to you.
Yeah. So if you're telling a story about food, if you're talking to your child about how delicious your supper was last night or the delicious supper that you're going to make tonight, that is a food exposure. If you have a felt or plastic set of food and you say to your kid, let's play cafe, and you're the sandwich maker, then that's a food exposure. And so we're going to run through a little activity here today with puppets and my yummy, nutritious sandwich.
Now we have puppets because our house is full of puppets, but we use them a lot. And there's a period of time, usually in the daytime, where my daughter says, "I made you lunch," and what she really means is that she's made this guy lunch. And I come out and I go, "You showed me the sandwich." "Oh, I love this sandwich," and I go and eat the sandwich, and then I sort of flick it apart and go, "Oh, I don't like tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes." And then she says, let's pretend this is her, "Try it. You might really like it." And then I walk through, "But I'm really afraid it might be smelly, or it might be gushy, or it might be..." She's like, "Just try it." So then the puppet goes, "I don't know. Well, maybe if I just try." And then he tries it and he goes, "Yeah, I love it. Thank you for talking to me." And then he does a little dance all the time. He goes, "I'm so happy I tried it." And then she goes, "You're so brave and you're so strong. You can do anything." That seems a little bit ridiculous. But every time your child is exposed to those kinds of situations where they're seeing somebody be afraid and walk through it, it's so powerful and so valuable to your child. So this is dinner theater. This is what I call this. This is dinner theater. And you need to be theatrical and you need to walk through the feelings. Pretend that you are your child who has these exposure issues, who doesn't want to be around it, and make it fun, because we know that when your child is in that fun place, they can't have their anxiety through the roof. They can't go fight, flight, freeze, run away, have extreme reactions, because those two things are impossible at the
Right.
same time.
So we're heading into Christmas and possibly even people's birthdays and things like that. So instead of piling your kid full of more toys that they might not ever use, more electronic games or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Christmas is just this onslaught of things that your children will probably never use. I bought this 5 Christmases ago and it still gets used every single day.
Exactly. There's a reason why play food, plastic food, kitchen sets, all of that stuff exists everywhere.
And it has existed for a long time.
And there's a reason why, because kids love to play with it. So if your kid is a picky eater, this is stuff that you need in your house.
And if your kid is a picky eater and you're considering entering into our feast program after Christmas, this will be great. You already are one step ahead of the game if you're buying play-based food exposure activities.
And they'll love it anyway. It's not like
will.
you're buying them, medicine. You're buying them something that they're going to innately love anyway.
Okay, so have a happy, healthy day, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.